Underdog of the week for UFC Macau, Zhang. In his 39th fight versus Cody Haddon, who's fighting his 10th pro fight. I think experience is going to play a factor now. I know Zhang is a 4-1 underdog, but there is value on this pick, and I think it's going to be a lot closer of a fight than the odds are indicating here, given the experience for Zhang. I think it's going to play a big part of this fight. He's going to use it in round 2 and 3. Round 1, even, Zhang only needed seconds in his last fight. He knocked out Cody Gibson, so the fast start might be a lean for us too in this fight. Round 1 KO might be the play for Zhang. He has 26 wins on the feet. Absolute murderer. 9 knockouts, 7 in round 1. He does have 16 decision wins, 14 unanimously. Very good boxer, can put on the damage. So if he doesn't get it in round 1, I do see him using the experience round 2 and 3. He did lose a decision recently, a year and 8 months ago, to Rosas Jr., but a year and 7 months ago was Cody Haddon's last fight. Now, I know it's tough to look at the layoff and say that's why we're going to fade Cody Haddon, but there is other reasons. The layoff is certainly something to look at. A year and 7 months, I do suspect some ring rust on the side of Cody Haddon. He's just not active enough fighting. He's only fighting his second fight in the UFC, 10th pro fight, very inexperienced, inactive in his career right now. So I'm liking the experience and the activeness of Zhang, who's now at fight ready. And he's fighting his second fight here in 12 months, where Cody Haddon has yet to fight over a year and 7 months. I do suspect ring rust on the side of Cody Haddon. And then the experience gap, 39th fight for Zhang, 10th fight for Cody Haddon. It's in Macau. Going with the Chinese fighter underdog here. Looking at the underdogs and the Chinese fighters, there's not many of them. I think Zhang is one of the only underdogs from China in the Asia region. So I'm really confident he can go out here, make it close enough to win this by a decision, maybe even find the KO. But Cody is very clean with his boxing as well. I don't see him getting knocked out or caught in this fight, although he could. He's just going to get outstriked and just be a step behind Zhang, who's going to have more damage, maybe more output and accuracy in this fight on the feet. And he could even mix it in with the takedowns, where Cody Haddon's a little unproven with his wrestling. He got taken down 4 times to Dan Argueta. And although on the feet he was high output in that fight, I think Zhang is a better striker than Dan Argueta. More powerful, and he throws a lot out there too. More damaging shots. Now, Zhang, is he going to go for a takedown? Very unlikely. He was taken down 3 times to Rosas Jr., got controlled when he was taken down. He got taken down 4 times to Johnny Munoz Jr. He ended up winning the fight, although he got taken down 3 times and put in a couple submission attempts. Zhang still did more on the feet, having more striking numbers and accuracy. Even landing the knockdown with Johnny Munoz Jr. Looking at his other fights, Zhang's not going for many takedowns. He's keeping it on the feet. Jay Perrin had a close fight with him. Went to a decision. Zhang unable to knock out Jay Perrin, so I don't see him knocking out Cody Haddon, honestly. Perrin landed over 80 strikes on the feet. He did a little bit better than he should have, Jay Perrin. So Cody Haddon could easily win this fight, looking at the Jay Perrin fight. But what I've seen from Zhang in his last 4 fights is a different fighter. He's 32, coming into his prime. He's at fight ready, and he's fighting like he is ready to stand and bang in the octagon. Rosas Jr., Daniel Marcos, 2 fights that were very tough for him. He was even handed Ayman Zahabi. Ayman Zahabi's now fighting Sean O'Malley coming up. So that's who Zhang has fought in the octagon. After the Jay Perrin fight, he was handed Ayman Zahabi, Daniel Marcos, Rosas Jr. So he's fought the much higher level competition compared to Cody Haddon, who was in there with Billy Brands on the Contender Series, and then Dan Argueta. Now a year and 7 month layoff. I got to go with underdog in China, Zhang here. Now, he's just fought the better guys, Cody Durden, Eamon Zahabi, Marcos, Rosas Jr., Cody Gibson. He's fighting guys with a lot of experience. He's at a very good gym. I got to go with the Asian region fighter here. Underdog money in what could be a close fight. Closer than what the odds indicate. But if he doesn't win, he loses by a decision, a close decision. I'm not shocked either. I could even look at the overs on this fight. I don't see either guy getting finished. I'm calling a very competitive fight, going the distance, and maybe we need help from the judges. It's in Macau, close to China. Looking at these Chinese fighters, Asian region fighters on the card, not many underdogs. We're looking at probably the only underdog from China on the event here, other than Kangji Zhu. So this is a great opportunity. Hopefully we have some hometown luck in this one. We might need it. You know, shout out to Cody Haddon, a year and 7 months. Hopefully the ring rust is there. If not, he could make this very close and just club Arichi Kulang throughout 15 minutes, being the cleaner fighter. He is younger in this fight, 27 years old, 5 years younger. Former champion at Hex, I do believe, in Australia. But his level of competition, you know, a lot lower than Arichi Kulang. Billy Brand was 5-1 before that fight on Contender Series. Cody Haddon fought a guy 9-7, 19-12, 1-1. So very low level competition. He has a unanimous decision loss to Steve Ursag. Definitely worried about that year and 7 months. He was supposed to fight Alexander Topuria. It was a canceled bout. Then he was supposed to fight Malcolm Wellmaker. It was a canceled bout. So he tried to get in there February 2025, November 2025. Now it's May 2026. He's back in the octagon. Something I mentioned on the Full Card Prediction show here too on Cody Haddon. He could be going through some kind of therapy, recovery right now. It looked like he was in physio only a couple weeks ago, so that's another reason to go against him. Although it's been a year and 7 months, I'm calling the ring rust. I'm seeing the experience for Arichi Kulang. I feel like Cody Haddon might have been in recovery, rehab, physio only weeks ago, so that could be a big factor in this fight too. Going with the underdog from the Asian region here. Chinese underdog. Not going to be many of them. Probably the only one other than Kangji Zhu. So let's see what we can do here, F3. This is the dog of the week for UFC Macau. Going with a near 4-1 underdog. So let's freaking go. If you don't like the pick, let's go over 1.5. Fight to go the distance on this one. Let's come to an agreement. This fight's going the distance. It's going to the judges' scorecards. And we're both cashing in. We'll see you on the next video. We're back Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for a live stream, for a $50 giveaway, so don't miss it. Prelim Tim, AJ, Fight Fiend will be back, giving out some of the best props of the week when it comes to fights, when it comes to UFC prop bets. Let's get paid in Macau.